at all the Switch games I have to get through. Shit, I have Collection of Mana, Zelda, Astral Chain, Yeast 8, Dead Cells, SNK. This isn't even like scratching the surface of my collection, right? I am not having trouble finding time to play games because I'm not playing games. I'm having trouble finishing games because I have too many games to begin with. But anyway, today we are, of course, looking at Link's Awakening, one of my all-time favorite games. I have picked it up. It does look phenomenal. I just booted it up. I just watched that opening cinematic, and it is gorgeous. I almost want to say that. Should I go with Link? I always go with Link these days because it's the default. I'm not encouraged to put in my own name. I think the opening cinematic in the trailer did not do the in-game one justice. It is so cool to see it in-game. Marin. What a relief. Zelda? No, my name is Marin. You must still be feeling a little woozy. You are on Koa Island. Damn, this is gorgeous. I really like this art style. Is this a stand for something? It says Piranha Plant. What? Does this have amiibo support? Okay. You finally snapped out of it. Name's Terran. Hope you're feeling better. What? How did I know your name? You think it's weird, eh? Well, I saw it on the back of the shield. Yeah, Link writes his name on the back of everything. You got your shield back. Hold R to repel enemies with it. Yeah. That's actually something I realized when I woke up this morning. This game, because it's on the Switch, which has more buttons, means you will actually be able to use your shield alongside other items. So that in and of itself makes this game worth buying over the original. Wow, this is really cool. Okay, so it's kind of more open than the original. It doesn't have the sliding screen thing. Oh no, you don't have to. You don't have to press every single button to save the game. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure about the art style at first, but now I think it's amazing. Yahoo! I'm fine, and you? Hi, Bow Wow. Man, I love it. Chow Chow. And you can actually see character names now too. That's really neat. I really hope new players get into this because this is like an all-time classic. My Bow Wow is so proud. Why is Meow Meow the master of Bow Wow? That makes no sense to me. It's so neat. I love the way the map's lit up. I'm just a kid. I love that. That's amazing. Yeah, I don't have a ton of time, so I think I'm gonna have to finish the first dungeon. So yeah, it's all tied together. It's all like one big open world. That's kind of an interesting idea. Oh, I can't kill the shit. There we go. Yeah, I think this is a really good remake. They changed enough so that it feels completely different, but it's still like the same game. Right? This is what Final Fantasy VII-R should have been. Again, Nintendo BTFO Square Enix yet again with another remake. How many Zelda remakes have they had? Well, Ocarina, Majora, this. Like shit, even Wind Waker HD is preferable to what they did with Final Fantasy VII-R. Now I understand why the monsters are turning to act so violent. So you're saying it's my fault? A courageous lad has come to wake the Windfish. It is said that you cannot leave the island unless you wake the Windfish. You should now go north to the mysterious forest. I will wait for you there. You got your sword. It must be yours because it has your name engraved on it. Yeah, the translation is the same. Yeah, but it has autosave. It has like some modern updates. I hope new players get into this. I really do. So yeah, my feelings towards the game is that this is one of my all-time favorite Zelda games. One of my all-time favorite games. Period. I think it has like, it's pretty much fundamentally a perfect game. I think it has like everything going for it. Like, you know, the gameplay is stellar, of course. Like Zelda always has really good gameplay. It has like an amazing story, like surprisingly heartbreaking story actually. It has like really good boss fights. Probably a series high. Probably not the best. I think the Oracle games might be a little bit better. The Windfish is watching. So I think the game is like, it's difficult, it's interesting, it has everything I really look for in a Zelda game, actually. I would say it's like probably the perfect Zelda game. It's probably the main reason why I say the overhead Zelda games are generally way better than the 3D ones, because it just like blows me away every time I play it. It's just that good. I love Link's Awakening. You can be wandering around these caves like on a ship. I swear, if they map the jump button to like another button as well, that's going to be like phenomenal. Oh yeah, that's another thing I like about it. It's like, it's way different than other Zelda games too. You have like a jump button, and like a large part of the game is like jumping over these gaps, and it's just so much fun. 50 rubies. Yeah, this is how you do a remake. You don't change the game because you run the risk of like alienating your core fan base. Like, you have to be respectful towards the source material. It's just, Square Enix does not do that. Like, other companies don't do that. Like, well, I guess ReArts, Resident Evil 2 remake is pretty good about that. That's like the only one I can think of. All the others sort of like botched it. Oh yeah. Square was making good remakes back in the day, right? With the whole the DS Final Fantasy line, those were acceptable remakes. It's just baffling how far they've fallen in the past couple of years alone. They've had another failure on their hands. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm gonna have trouble getting anything done today because I'm just gonna be wanting to play this all day. It's just that good. Oh, I don't think I have the power mech yet. Yeah, you can't pick the power mech. This looks pretty heavy. Oh, that's another thing. Yeah, you can pick things up with the A button. So, yeah, another thing. This game. Okay, so this game actually fixes one of Link's Awakening's core problems in that you have to equip the gloves every time you want to pick something up. And I think like even the angry video game nerd was like, yeah, that's pretty bullshit. And now this remake fixed it. Phenomenal. I hope this game does really, really well. I mean, it should because it's a classic. But I think a lot of people are damage controlling it right now, just like they tried damage controlling Astral Chain, just like they tried damage controlling Daemon X Machina, just like they did everything. A fairy. The fairies have black hair in this game. Whatever. I think that's true in the original as well. It looks way different than what you usually see Are you supposed to get the mushrooms? Yeah. Yeah, this whole thing with the whole sliding screen, the whole open world aspect, that's kind of throwing me off, to be honest, because it's so different than the original. Which is weird because everything's in the same spot. It's just it just doesn't have the screens that I'm used to. Okay, I love the witch. The witch is so cool. Okay, so you do have 2 item boxes. So yeah, you have the sword, you have the you can grab things, and you can have 2 items. So amazing. Okay, I don't understand why this is the only Zelda game where you can't break pots. It's just ridiculous. Okay. Breaking pots is a Zelda staple. But yeah, you can have your shield and sword equipped at all times, which is like, what you couldn't do in the original. So, phenomenal. And the game preserved its difficulty too, so I almost died a couple of times there already. Let's see. Oh yeah. Where's Terran? He lost these woods because there he is. Okay. As a raccoon, my nose is very sensitive to stuff like dust and powder. Maybe I should have tried to go ahead and see what happens. Oh no, he's not. He was stuck and he was only bouncing around this one spot. Oh no. Yeah. I was raccoon. Yeah, sounds strange, but sure was fun. Da-da-da-da. The tail key. Got it. So yeah, I don't understand why people were angry at the art style, or why people get angry at art styles in Zelda to begin with. Like, have people learned nothing from the whole Wind Waker debacle? Like, come on. Like, do you not know what stylized visuals are? Like, I don't know. I am getting really, really fed up with people getting angry over Zelda art styles. It just never seems to end. They always bitch about something. It's just ridiculous. I don't know, Wind Waker, Phantom Hourglass, Spirit Tracks, Twilight Princess, Breath of the Wild, Skyward Sword, like, and this is just like, it never ends. So which one are they going to remake next? Like, is it going to be, I don't know, the DS games? Like, I can't think of anything else. I would want it to be the Oracle games, actually, because I think the Oracle games are super, super underrated. I think they're like some of the best games in the series, and nobody really talks about them because they're kind of obscure for whatever reason. Probably because they came out so late in the Game Boy life cycle, but yeah, I love those games. I would say they're like the most underrated games in the series right now, because like not enough people talk about how good they are. Yep, I'm in the first dungeon. It's so much fun. I love it already. Okay. Of course, I've played this game like so many times. So, man, it's so good. Oh yeah. There's a bit of controversy over this costing like $60. I think it says a lot about the game. Where I can buy this game for $60 and feel like it was completely worth it. It's just that good of a game. Fantastic. This can't have taken too much money to make either, because it's so straightforward. Again, that's another thing about like the Final Fantasy VII remake. So we're at the point now. Final Fantasy VII was released. Final Fantasy VII R was announced in pretty much when the PS3 was revealed. Ever since that trailer, that's all anybody's been talking about. It's like Final Fantasy VII R, where is it? And then it was finally revealed 9 years later, and it's still not out in 2019. And is it where the mini boss is? Oh no. Oh, that was the slidey door. Yeah, that's another thing I like about this game. It has like all these different sort of items or like mechanics. Ooh, another thing about the slidey nature of the world. It does carry over into dungeons, and it actually, you know how in the original the compass makes a noise like when you're in a room with a key. In this game, it happens when you get near it, but because the room is slidey, it's not exactly obvious where it is. So I could see that being interesting, or kind of throwing people off. So it's not like a completely obvious where the key actually is. That's interesting. Yeah, this decision to make it more open is definitely one of the more surprising changes, but it's very, very welcome, actually. They somehow made it work. Wait, where is the... There we go. Are these things supposed to be spinies? I never realized that before. All right. Goombas, there they are. Oh man. So many people exposed themselves when this game was first announced, and people were surprised that Goombas were in the game. Like, do you know anything about Link's Awakening, really? Like, I know Etika did that. I know, like, other people did that. I don't know. It's just so surprising to me that so many, like, Nintendo YouTubers don't know, like, the basic things about certain games. Rock's Feather. Your body's a lot lighter. Okay, so it is an item. I don't know, man. Like, one of the weird things with this game, the movement feels kind of off. I don't really know what it is. I think it feels kind of slow. I don't know how to put it. Maybe I'll get used to it, but I think I prefer the original in that regard. Oh, you have an overhead slash now? When you jump? That's awesome. Okay. Okay. So the game does auto-save when you open doors. So you can't save scum. I think in the original you could cheese through some dungeons if you go through them a different way. Oh, maybe I'm misremembering. Isn't there a glitch in like Eagle's Tower where you can lock yourself out of a situation? Right? You can make the dungeon like unfinishable. Yeah, the boss, the mini boss. Yeah, this art style is really gorgeous. Yeah, I love the mini bosses in this game, by the way. They're all so fun and great. Well, the boss fights in general are like phenomenal. Yeah. By the way, this game is better than actual new PS4 games. So yeah, take that for what you will. Okay, we're at the boss. This is a pretty short first dungeon. I don't know, like early Zelda dungeons, in like the earliest game, in the early days are always really short and easy. Outsider. Oh, Moldorm. I just made a video on this. Moldorm, he's back. Oh, you can't hit the. Did they change the boss? This is always in the original. I know in A Link to the Past, the tail is always, you can always sort of hit it. You just have to like position yourself right. But this one is a bit. There we go. Got it. Easy. I don't know. Maybe I should have gone with hard mode. I don't know. Like, it did that Zelda thing of having like the game just not give you hearts, and I don't really enjoy that. You got the Full Moon Shella. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Da, 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 da. That was awesome. I love it. I love it. A path opens in the blooms. What does that mean? It's so profound and deep. Again. Oh yeah, this is the first Zelda game with the owl. So yeah, you can thank this game for Ocarina of Time's Gamora Gamora. This is an instrument of the sirens. I did not believe you were real. Gabonga Swamp, who indeed. I don't know. I guess they could remake A Link to the Past in this art style. That might be fun. I think I would prefer the Oracle games though. Yeah, what are some other potential remakes? I guess Skyward Sword is the big one. Hey, buddy, it's serious. Yeah, really serious. They didn't change this translation at all. Yeah, it is. The Moblins came to the village. Yeah, that house. And then they did something at Bow Wow's house. Yeah, so I gotta go save them. There's Marin. Da-da. So I think Marin inspired the design for Malin. So yeah, definitely really fond of it. Definitely really fond of Marin. She's definitely my pick for Link's all-time best love interest. I love her. She's the best. I love how she's not really like a big part of the plot, but it's like you get so attached to her anyway. It's way different than what like something like Skyward Sword tried to do. It's very old school in that respect, and I really enjoy that. Yeah, heart piece. So yeah, it's a good thing I finished A Link to the Past when I did, because this is the game that came out immediately after it. So I'm sort of like experiencing the series again. I guess I should play Ocarina of Time again. I was playing Majora's Mask. I need to get around to playing that.
The finishing it, I should say. That game's a classic too. I like it a lot. Wind Waker, I popped in for a while. That was a lot of fun. That was the first time I played Wind Waker in years, actually. Since like, I don't think I finished it since like 2013 or something crazy like that. It's definitely time for me to finish it again. Yeah, but that's the good thing when you don't play these games for a really long time. You start to really appreciate them more. Like, I noticed that with Majora's Mask as well. If you don't play them for a long time, you sort of just fall in love with them all over again. It really makes you realize just how much you love them. This game, I guess, is no exception, because it's been a while since I've finished this, too. What? Did I just go around in a circle? Oh, there it is. Okay. I just walked right past it. Who's just? Let's get rid of it. Yeah, this is one of the reasons I love the game so much. It has so many like weird segues that don't really need to be there. Like you fighting these moblins. It's just so fun and different. And you didn't have a shield in the original. Okay. Okay, I died. I straight up died to these moblins. Wow, that's embarrassing. Hopefully it doesn't lock me out of the best ending. Well, I guess I'll just play the original if I want the best ending. Because that's one of the reasons I was not finishing the original, because I was trying to go for like a no death run, because I've never been able to do that, or never taken the time to do that, I should say. There we go. You must be an assassin. I love how he calls you an assassin. That's just so ridiculous. Okay. You came here to get me, but it's I who will get you. I love this fight. It's so great. Does he stop in the original? I don't think he does. There we go, got it. Got Bow Wow back. You saved Bow Wow. What a fearsome beast. And now you get to take this thing for a walk. You have a chain chomp. It's just awesome. Yeah, this like, yeah, Bayonetta. Bayonetta is jealous right now because I have my own chain chomp that I can take with me throughout this entire segment. Yeah, for those of you who are unaware, I swear this is still unknown for most people. You can unlock a chain chomp weapon in Bayonetta 2, and it is the most badass thing imaginable. She has it like attached to her leg, and she sort of just like swings it around at people. It's amazing. I hope Bayonetta 3 has something like that. I am so hyped for Bayonetta 3. I swear that was like one of my favorite things about Bayonetta 2 is like how goofy it got with like its crazy weapons and stuff like that. It's been a while since I used chain chomp Bayonetta 2. I didn't use it at all while I was going through my my process of 100%ing it. So yeah, I have 100% Bayonetta 2, by the way. I have not done the original for some reason, even though I vastly prefer it. But I have gotten around. I have done Bayonetta 2, and it's kind of an adventure. What is the goat who looks like? Is this where the goat is? No, this is Mr. Wright. Isn't this a parody of like of the SimCity creator, right? Isn't that right? Dr. Right? Whatever. I don't know what the deal with that situation is. But I love how out there this game is with like references to other shit. I mean, you walk around with a chainsaw attached to it. That's awesome. You got 50 rubies. Very nice. So yeah, one of the things I really want from this remake, assuming it has any major changes at all, is like have Bow Wow with you, have the option to have Bow Wow come with you for certain things. Like that would be awesome. Cause like I love Bow Wow. Bow Wow is like the coolest thing. Okay, level 2 Battleground. I cannot believe I'm at level 2 already. Well, this game's really short, apparently. It doesn't feel that short, because I never feel bored of it. I mean, I'm still playing it, like, after, like, what, 20 years of it, so. It came out in 93. I bought it in, like, probably 98 or something like that. So, yeah, 20 years. What's with these shields? I swear the shields in the original were not as hard to get past. There we go. Okay, so we have to block. Okay, that's interesting. That's an interesting gameplay change. That's different from the original. So there are differences, but they're very, very minor. Like, I don't think anybody but like hardcore fans would really notice. Yeah, Shy Guys. It's heavier than heavy. So yeah, if I beat this dungeon before I left, I'll be at the same point I was at when I stopped playing the Game Boy version for my last playthrough. I was planning on finishing it before this remake came out so I could compare them, but I just did not get around to it. I guess maybe that kind of makes sense because it's pretty much the same game. But I don't know. Like I could see this being my definitive version of the game going forward. It's not that bad at all. Because I've noticed I haven't played the original version of Wind Waker at all since the HD version came out. And I love that game. Like that version does have things that the HD version does not have, namely the Tingle Tuner and things like that. But yeah, I just have not played that version of the game at all. Because like Wind Waker HD does like so much to improve. It probably does more to change itself than this game does. Like it has like the fast sale, it has some quality of life improvements. It's just okay. Are the bosses harder in hard mode? That's the thing I'm kind of noticing here. That maybe it's because I'm so experienced with this game, but I'm kind of breezing through the fights. I swear they were harder in the original, but maybe I'm just nostalgic. Oh, Anthem? I have thoughts on Anthem, but like it's not really that different from other AAA games. the most interesting thing about Anthem, I think, is that like it's the game that's going to kill BioWare. Like BioWare has lost like all of their credibility because of Anthem, and that's a positive thing. Like I thought BioWare was a super overrated developer last generation. So here we go. But yeah, it's impossible to get angry at Anthem when no one is defending Anthem. Like I get angry at people defending like No Man's Sky and Undertale and The Last of Us Part 2 and stuff like that. Like Anthem is not really worth talking about. In fact, I would say talking about it would kind of ruin what's happening with it. It's best to just not talk about it, I think. In my opinion, of course. Like, of course, people should talk about how bad it is and how we shouldn't support BioWare or other third-party developers. But oops, I hit by a bat. Yeah, I'm really surprised that, like, I feel like No Man's Sky genuinely has, like, more paid shills defending it than Anthem does right now. I don't see anyone defending Anthem. Meanwhile, like, Sean Murray is still trying to, like, promote No Man's Sky. It's so baffling how much they're still trying to sell people on No Man's Sky, like, 3 years after launch. It's just really bizarre. And, like, nobody's really playing it either. So in Link's Awakening, the Power Bracelet, it has been tied to its own button. It does have a dedicated lift button, so you don't have to choose the Power Bracelet to pick things up in this version. So yeah, this is definitely a more intuitive experience. Definitely a welcome change. I really like Metal Gear. It's one of my favorite things, actually. Metal Gear Solid 3 in particular is just phenomenal. But yeah, I agree with you. Death Stranding looks like complete shit. I am so disappointed. And I looked up some old videos I made too. Like I was saying this as early as like early 2018. Probably way earlier than that. But that was around the point where I started making regular YouTube content. So. Oh no, I didn't get the key. I forgot the key. Oh no, I forgot the key. Okay, where's the key? Yeah, I was confused because like in A Link to the Past, you need the big key to open the doors to the treasure chest. So I had the treasure chest already. Oh no, it's this room. Yeah, have you played the demo for Contra? It's I don't really know what to make of it. It's I don't get why they just didn't make a 2D Contra game. If they want to make a revival, make a 2D game. Don't make a 3D game when like you never really perfected the formula to begin with. Like that's what they should have done. Is just make a 2D game. I don't understand. 3D Contra was never popular. Like apparently that's what Rogue Core is. It's just an expansion of old 3D Contra games, but like nobody likes 3D Contra. I think there are people who have defended it. Like, I wasn't too impressed with it. I don't think I hated it actually. I thought it was all right, but like I'm at the point in my life where I don't really have time to play like mediocre games. That's a big thing for me right now. I just do not have time for basic stuff. Yeah, I just guessed the combination I got. I think a 3D Contra should work. I was thinking about this. Like, a 3D Contra should be like an insane version of like Uncharted, where like there are aliens everywhere and you have to like shoot things from all directions. Like that's what a 3D Contra should be. It's just like this isometric 3D shooter thing. Like that does not suit the gameplay or general feel of Contra at all. It should be like this intense thing where you're surrounded by like all these crazy enemies and bosses, and you just have to shoot them all. It's just, I think a 3D Contra could work, but it's like with Castlevania; they've never gotten it to work ever. I don't know. I've never played a 3D Castlevania, but I got to the end of the second dungeon already in like 40 minutes. Man, this game is so fast paced. That's one of the reasons I like it. It doesn't need to be padded out. I'm your bad guy. And I love how the bosses actually talk to you. It's so much fun. You can't hurt me as long as I have my bottles. Whatever. Now, this is such a unique boss fight. I really enjoy it. So yeah, I did play the demo for Contra Rogue Board, and I don't even know. It was just kind of generic. I didn't hate it exactly, but I didn't feel like enthusiastic about like going out and buying it. You know what I mean? You make me hopping mad.
Let's see. Link's Awakening remake, yeah. Yep. Oh yeah, I was saying that. Yep. Link's Awakening is so much better than what Square is doing with Final Fantasy VII-R. It's not even like a question at this point. Like the Zelda remakes are what remakes should be. They're not alienating the core audience. They're accessible to new fans. It just has better visuals, and that's really about it.
Yeah, a capture card? I do have one, actually. I have experimented with it, but for some reason, my setup had it so that like my voice wasn't coming through properly. I have no idea what's going on. I really do have to take the time to figure that out. I really wanted to stream Astral Chain, but I just have not had the time to get that figured out. I am working on it, but it's just gonna take a while. Well, I'm gonna have to figure it out. That's the thing. I'm not sure whether it's my computer or what. I'm definitely interested in that. Though. That does sound like a lot of fun. I cannot believe I beat 2 dungeons already. I was going to stop at 1, but I can't stop playing. Okay. You got the conch horn. Da da da. Yeah, so I started playing immediately after I streamed, so like it took me 45 minutes. Prairie. The prairie is waiting. I wonder what the kids think of this game. I think I've been saying that a lot, but now I gotta take Bow Wow home. Yeah, I have things to do today, and I'm just like, okay, I'll just sit and play Link's Awakening. And the fact that a game can make you do that, like even 20 years later, says a lot about it. 25 years later, I should say. This game is 25 years old.